For the next 100 hours, I'm going to be locked inside this music studio. You see, I've been getting tons of comments asking me to make more music, but the problem is I'm a massive procrastinator. So to overcome this, I've created a challenge. Here are the rules. Rule 1, I have 100 hours to create the best song that I can, and once the timer is up, I have to release that song, whatever state it's in. Rule 2, I must remain in this studio, and I can't leave for any reason. And finally, rule number 3, if I do leave this room, I have to spin the Wheel of Death Metal. I'm sure we're going to find out what that does later on. I've got a feeling that this is going to be one of the toughest challenges I've done yet. And it starts now. So I'm going to start this off with an idea that I've had on the guitar, which goes something like this. I know what the song sounds like in my head, so I'm going to program some drums. This goes 1, 2, 3. So we're going to copy and paste the drum MIDI into the bass MIDI, and I'm going to delete everything except the kick. Down. Now I can delete the second half, copy and paste the first half. Oh no, damn it. Okay, let's listen to how this is sounding so far. What the fuck? Oh my god. Please don't die. What the fuck? So, it appears as though my laptop can't handle all of the programs that I'm running on it, and I just don't think it's going to be able to finish this song, like, because I haven't even started writing the song and it's already crashing. So there's only one way really that I can get around this, and I'm gonna have to go and get my other computer, my PC, and move it into this room. But in order to do that, I have to leave the room, which means I'll have to spin the Wheel of Death Metal. I have to do this. There's no way out of this. So let's get it all set up, I guess. Okay, slight setback, but it's a new day. We've got the new computer set up, and I can finally start working on the song again. However, yesterday I did step foot out of this room to get all of the gear, so that only means one thing. I have to spin the Wheel of Doom. No, it's not even fucking called the Wheel of Doom, it's called the Wheel of Death Metal. The Wheel of Death Metal. So as you can see, I have a lovely wheel. Essentially, there are 6 options on this wheel. I definitely think the worst option on the wheel is an option called delete it, which means I would have to delete everything that I've been working on in whatever section I'm working on. So I'm going to spin this fucking wheel and then start working on whatever my forfeit is. So here we go. Lyric roulette. You might be wondering, Johnny, what is lyric roulette? Let me tell you. What I have to do is I have to find a random word generator online and then generate one word. And then I have to include that word in the lyrics of this song somehow. So hopefully it won't be a shit lyric. I swear to God, if it gives me a word like pumpkin or something like pineapple. Don't know why I'm naming various fruits. Okay, fuck it. Let's see what word I end up with. So I found this random word generator. We're just going to generate a word, and then whatever that word is, I'm going to use it. Right, let's just do it. Hallowed. Now that's a good word. That's a good word. I'm just going to keep working on the song, and then once it's ready to put some vocals in, I've got to make sure to use the word hallowed. Maybe we'll see if we can find some sort of synth to lead on to the next section with. Bumped, gat, bumped, pskat. So basically what I just did there was I found the sample, then I wrote a drum pattern to the sample, and then I wrote a bass pattern to the drums and the sample together. Obviously the drums are exactly the same, just on repeat, but once the structure's there, I'll go back through the drums and make them a little bit more interesting and realistic. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. We've got a verse. We've also got round to the first chorus. I think the basic ideas are there, but it would be good to build upon these with extra layers. So that's what I'm going to do now. Immediately, I'm like, right, let's make some strings and choir maybe. La, 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 la. And with that, I was making pretty decent progress, but was it enough? So it's day 3 and we still have quite a lot left to do. We've just gone past halfway and I haven't even finished writing the instrumentals for the song yet. So I need to finish that. And then once that's done, I need to write and record the vocals as well. All in time to release the song by the end of it. But if I'm going to get this done, I need to get a move on. So that's exactly what I did, and I carried on writing all morning until I was finally there. The instrumentals are finished and it's time to move on to some vocals. However, before I can do that, I feel that I need to confess. I need to confess my sins because I actually had to leave the room. Basically, my mic stand broke and I needed to get a new one, so I got one ordered and I answered the front door, and now I have this boom arm thing. And of course this means I must spin the wheel of death metal again. So not only am I going to go into writing the vocals having one forfeit, there's a chance that I'm going to have another one even worse. So without further ado, let us spin the wheel of death metal. Massive keg. One of my most trusted musical companions and longtime friend, Mr. Tom, once laid down some wisdom like none I had ever received when I asked him, how can I make this section heavier? His words were, why don't you just smack a massive keg on the snare? So for this forfeit, I have to incorporate the sound of a gigantic metal keg being smashed into the song. Which, to be fair, isn't too bad considering some of the other options. I think I know the perfect place for this. The sound in question is this. Now, obviously, that sounds very metal. And so far in this song, it's been pretty chill, you know, as far as things go. Compared to some of the other songs I've written, I'd say this is a pretty Pretty chilled song. However, at the end of the song, we have a little bit of a breakdown. It starts off with an ambient break and then it drops and it sounds like this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take that keg hit and I'm going to layer it on top of the snare. And then I need to blend in the volume of it, because it's going to be way too loud right now. Go to -10 and see how that sits. Oh, very nice. Maybe a little tiny bit more. Too far. We've gone too far now. We've gone too far. Oh yeah. And now we've just got to copy and paste that across every snare hit in the drop. Massive keg. And with that forfeit out the way, it was finally time to get some vocals down. So I've loaded up a new project, I've exported the song instrumentally, I've dropped it in this new one, and I've set up some tracks ready to record some vocals. I'll play the song and then I will sort of hum melodies and different maybe rhythms over the top of the song until I find something that sticks, and then I will put words to that, because I've never really been good at doing it the other way around, so I'm just going to do what works for me. I always recommend doing vocals with some sort of pad that will allow you to write down the words. So I've got my pad, which allows me to write words, as you can see. And we're going to get stuck in. So you can probably hear in my voice, I've got all the effects on. Woo! Just so that I can hear my own voice in a way that doesn't sound like a dying cat. So you'll probably hear me doing that. I like to call it the la 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 method, where you just go la 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 and just fucking sing away like a tit. My speciality. La 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 la. That's quite cool actually. But God, I am fucking shit at singing. Remember when we were young and hard? I quite like that heart there. Remember when we were young and hard? Oh yeah. And hard before it all fell apart. Never-ending road that parts before you even get a chance. It took away it. It took away this part. It took away this. It took away this. It took away this part of me. And now it feels it. Now I feel it's too late. And now I fear it's too late. It took away this part of me. Now I fear it's too late. Remember when we were young and hard, for all the mistakes. I carried on for a little while longer, and then I wrapped up for day 3, and it was time to move on to day 4. Verse 2, chorus 2, and maybe, I'm giving you the V's, a little screamy scream at the end. One day to do it all. Let's fucking do this, boys. I remember when it used to feel like, I don't feel the way I used to feel before. is fucking ridiculous.
Feelings drift away from me. Every time I know I'm meant to feel inside my hollow
There's gonna be some fucking screams here. Let's remove all of the unwanted tracks. So we're gonna need a main, we're gonna need left and right double, we're gonna need a low. Embrace the darkness. Embrace the darkness. Feel existence fade away.
embrace the darkness.
Fuck me. My voice is fucked. Fuck me, I've written the whole song and I've not even put the hallowed word in. Well, it has to be here. I have to do it in this scream. Okay, embrace the darkness, feel existence fade away, hallowed. What about if we try this? That sounds pretty good, actually. Jesus Christ. And I continued to make strange faces and strange noises until the song was finally finished and the time was up. 100 hours later, 2 spins of the wheel of death metal, and we finally made it. And I've really enjoyed the challenge. It's been rough, it's been quite difficult, but I've enjoyed it nonetheless. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you for watching the video if you've made it this far. I have dropped a link to the full song in the description below, but without further ado, here is the final result.